Oh, so mouthy.
I know.
Oh,
Every time you
gross.
lose a sneeze, when you have a sneeze coming in, then you lose it.
Yeah, I
Every-
call that a miscarriage.
Yeah, every time that happens, an angel fakes an orgasm. That's right.
Nice.
I have such bad fart pains. I'm going to have to this is going to be like, Jordan's flu game. This is going to be like Jordan's flu game, both caused by pizza, funny enough.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a great story how Michael Jordan, thank you, how Michael Jordan got the flu.
Yeah.
Because some Utah Jazz fans heard that he was ordering a pizza after the game, and some Utah Jazz fans gave him Giardia.
He's a liar.
You
I'm
think?
saying it right now. Dude, the alleged owner of the pizza restaurant came out and said that he delivered the pizza himself because he didn't trust anybody else. And Michael
But
Jordan
they knew
ordered
it was-
a clam pizza, dude.
Oh God,
He's a liar. Well, he figured it was going to the hotel where all the basketball players stay
so
at 2
it could
o'clock
be
in
Jordan.
the morning.
Could be
Yeah,
Jordan.
so it was definitely someone with the Bulls. Tommy stays up until 3 o'clock in the morning, gambling, smoking cigars, and eating clam pizza.
And he got the flu. He's like,
And he's
how
like,
did this
oh,
happen?
my tum-tum hurts.
That's really funny though. Although
And he needed to cheat to win the next game.
in my head canon,
Yeah,
in my
it's
head
fine.
canon, I love the idea of a Utah pizza
Yeah.
restaurant here and is this the Jordan pizza? Is this the
Time
Jordan
to
pizza?
do our part.
Dude, let me give it a fucking wet willy.
And then he's sick from a wet willy.
Dude, get Austin in here. Austin has fucking Giardia. Austin,
Rub
spit
some
in
of
the
that raw
pot.
chicken in it.
That's so much better in my head canon. And you're right, he did cheat to win. He did the little push off
Push off, yeah.
and then
Thank
made the
you.
shot. Yeah.
Ah,
Michael Jordan.
let's feud with the Jordan.
Jordan,
Let's feud with the GOAT.
athletically subpar.
He's fine.
Michael Jordan sucked at basketball.
Welcome to
the Riff City.
Welcome to the Riff Kids podcast.
Hell yeah.
I'm Scooter.
I'm the Ginger Jake.
You've had 4 different names.
Call
so far.
me only mean things.
That's right.
That's how I respond.
Call me piece of shit.
you piece of
Call
shit.
me nothing. How about that's my name on the show? Nothing, because I'm worthless.
Well, we're starting out like that, huh?
Anywho, welcome to
Coming
the
in
show.
hot.
Coming into the show with some confidence. A little bravado.
You were saying negative things about yourself. That's the opposite of confidence.
Yeah, well, I have confidence in my sadness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a genius.
At being shit.
That's right.
Yeah. You're fully confident, but it's I respect that, though. It's either one way or the other, right? You're either the best in the world or absolutely you should die.
I don't
Should
want
have never
these
existed.
middle of the road buttholes. I have no
yeah.
interest in these middle of the road centrist, no spine. They think they're okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me.
Yeah, good for you.
I'm more into extremism and alt-right talking points.
Okay. Or alt-left.
No.
Alt something, though.
No.
No, so you're extremist, but only in the one direction?
Yes.
So it's not so much like this. You're just set in
Dude,
your
I'm
ways.
not alt-right. I'm alt-light.
Nice.
That means we're barely racist. That's just a little racist.
Yeah, would never say something to someone's face because I'm scared racist, but would say slurs in the confidence of my own home.
That's what they
racist.
call those guys on compound media, the Gavin McInnes.
Yeah.
What's his name? He used to be Opie and Anthony. Anthony Cumia. I love Opie and Anthony, but after Opie and Anthony, he just went totally down the right wing rabbit hole.
Yeah.
They call those guys alt-light, which it really is.
It's
like,
funny, yeah.
yeah, we're cool. We're racist unless there's black people around.
Yeah.
Then we're totally not.
I know this guy. In fact, I'll go so far as to say he's a friend of mine. I didn't want to out myself
a
initially.
close friend of mine.
Yeah, who he was telling me he's not actually racist, but he's got no problem dropping the N-bomb and stuff like
Oh,
that.
Jesus.
But he's but I would never say that in front of someone it actually offends. I'm not racist. And I was like, what? You're just a coward.
Yeah,
you're
that
scared.
means you're a pussy.
But you're definitely still racist though, or
Yeah.
at least not racist.
That's I'm not going to out her, but this woman that we see in social situations. We were playing pool the other day at this pool hall. Then there's like pool sharks that hang out there, and there's also a table full of black guys just shooting pool, having fun,
as normal people do.
Yeah, as normal, just like we were. We were there shooting pool, and she was saying the N-word, hard R, so fucking loud, and I had to take her aside. I was like, dude, you need to stop. Look, if they overhear you, they're not going to beat up a 5'4" woman. They're going to look for the nearest white guy and then beat the shit out of me. Well, I'm going to have to take the beating for your ends. I don't want to do that.
I mean, you're almost guilty by association at that point, right?
Right.
Because they're going to assume that you're okay with her talking that way.
Even though I'm totally
even
not.
Though you're like...
It was horrible.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Didn't another one of our friends say they had to ask her nicely to please stop saying the N-word so much?
Yeah, and she did not respond well.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Please, just when we're in public, maybe could you stop?
You could start there at least.
Could you stop screaming the N-word in public? Wow, this PC culture run amok.
It's like, dude, there's any PC. I hate PC culture the much
Me too.
as the next rational human being. But also, you're an awful person.
It's not even
it's not PC. It's just don't be a shitbag.
I'll even I'll defend pretty much any joke. Even that one,
Okay,
that one
you're gonna
South
say
Park
it?
joke. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Depicting Muhammad.
No, that one too.
Definitely.
But the South Park joke, the Wheel of Fortune one.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
The
yeah,
naggers.
Yeah. That was.
I'll defend that joke because
it was so funny.
It's a funny joke, but just screaming the N-word.
Yeah.
You're
what is this,
insane.
a Call of Duty lobby?
You're just an asshole.
Is this Overwatch? What's up?
Right. Yeah, Overwatch. I mean, to be fair, though, I totally shot him first.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, cat.
Kitty.
Good job avoiding the tripod, kitty. I thought she was going to take out the camera.
That'd be classic. We just end the episode.
So how have you been doing?
I am not well.
Explain.
I've been watching the Bo Burnham special. I've seen it probably 9 or 10 times, and every time I relate to it more and more and more. So I am not doing well.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because also you've been inside, not because of the pandemic or anything,
no,
but
it's
because your
very
skin.
bright outside. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
your
burn.
skin burns.
Yeah. I gotta avoid it.
Of course.
Allergic to the sun.
It's the vitamin
outside.
D that pierces into your soul.
I take vitamin D via pill.
Of course.
I'm not even joking. I do. I started
I
doing
don't get
that.
it from the sunshine like a pussy.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. You mean that radioactive shit that comes from the sun god?
I could play outside for 10 minutes or take a pill.
Yeah, exactly.
How about the pill?
I'll choose the pill every time.
Yeah, I'm on the pill.
The pill doesn't scald me. No, for real though. One time I was talking to my mom, and she was talking about how she has had depression in the past, and then she found out her mom has had. It turns out everyone in my family gets seasonal depression because they're vitamin D deficient, and I was like, Mom, why am I just finding out about this now? I started taking vitamin D, and it straight up was almost 2 days later. I was like, I feel great. I'm so not bummed right now.
No, that's 100% placebo.
No,
You're
I'm
a
telling
fucking
you,
idiot. That's
I haven't
placebo.
been taking it because I haven't been in my house, and I have been quite sad.
Yeah, that's
Also, my
right.
life is so.
Also, you lost $30,000 in Bitcoin.
Holla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were showing me your Coinbase app.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it looked like a fucking suicide note. You just keep
It's called.
you just
You gotta
keep
double
buying,
down, dude.
You keep selling the dips. I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
seen anyone with
Yeah.
worse luck than you. It's you always sell the lows.
Yeah.
The very bottom of the barrel, that's when you sell.
I have extreme FOMO, so when I see it spike, I'm like, oh, I don't want to miss out. And then I'm also a total coward, so it
That's
drops,
right.
and I'm like, oh, sell. And I just kind of do that.
That is
It's
funny
a bit of a
because
hobby of mine.
you were on my computer the other day and you left your Reddit in.
Mhm.
You logged in.
Yeah.
I looked at some of your comments, by the way,
Which account?
on all of your Bitcoin
Was
accounts.
it? Oh, my Bitcoin account. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
where you're
Not
telling
my,
everyone-
other one.
You were assuring everyone that you had diamond hands, but then
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
your Coinbase. You had paper hands.
No, it's a front. I'm stunting for the karma. No, I.
Diamond hands, baby. Oh shit! But for
so,
real though,
So. Everybody else buy. Push the price up. No, I'm one of those guys that gets into some random shit coin, if you will. and then I go onto public forums to really talk about how they have good fundamentals, and I pretend to be an insider whale,
Right.
and I tell everybody that like
To drive the price
inside
up.
yeah, just so I can get out of there, dude. And I'm buying stuff that's a scam.
Of
like
course.
I know it's a scam.
Yeah, it's called like poop coin.
Yeah, well, they're always called like
Diarrhea coin.
no, it's the opposite. They're always like, hyper moon coin or something
safe
like that.
coin.
Yeah, it's like moon safety coin. You're like
safety coin. This is
don't
called
know.
safety coin because it's so safe.
kind of reminds me of another time when everyone was duped. Do you remember Coney 2012?
Oh, I love Coney 2012.
I do too. I love everything about it. They
How
came
he-
to our school.
Yeah, so the Coney
They
2012
duped
guys,
our school.
they came to our school and they're like, yo, this thing is super important. It's like this guy, he's horrible. He's Coney. And
Yeah.
you got to like do something about it. Give us money because Coney's so bad.
Yeah, and I remember us being there, and even at the time I was like, this is weird.
Why
this
are they
doesn't
set up?
feel right.
Why do they set up as like a pyramid scheme?
If you get your friends, go home and get them to sign up under you. We all kick up and we're all stopping Coney.
That's right. We stopped Coney, and then like the whole thing blew up in his face, right? And then he was caught like a week later
Yeah.
masturbating
Yeah.
in public in
That
San
was
Diego.
amazing. I remember reading that. I was like, yeah, I could see that. I was in the assembly. I remember.
That's
yeah.
right. South Park had a great episode about instead of Coney, like Stan starts like a thing that's anti-bullying.
Uh-huh.
And when his thing blows up in his face, he like goes to San Diego and starts jacking off.
That's
Because
classic.
apparently that's just what happens when
Yeah.
your scam blows up. You got to go jerk off in San Diego.
It makes sense. You
I
got
mean, great weather,
the zoo.
great for masturbating. The zoo. I mean, so many naked animals.
So indecent.
So indecent.
You ever seen Shamu kind of splurt water out of its blowhole? You're telling me I'm not supposed to jerk the old gurk?
Imagine using
outside?
that as a bidet.
It just launches you?
Yeah, just Shamu
Yeah.
squirting out the
You could
blowhole.
call it the shampoo.
Nice. That's
Something
actually
like
good.
that. The shampoo's taken.
Yeah,
But,
it means
I
something
mean, you
else.
might not know because you're a greasy
Shampoo?
fuck, but
I showered yesterday. I just was sweaty from masturbating. It's the
To
only
whales.
exercise I get.
you ever click on the old bidet and kind of beat off?
Have you ever seen a humpback dude? I like a thick, curvy humpback.
Nice.
You don't even need to use lube.
You know what kind of whale I like? Sperm.
Of course
yeah, it's
you
called
would.
the low-hanging fruit,
Of
baby.
course.
Yeah. That fruit was so low, dude. I was dragging it on the ground like my grandpa.
Whoa.
Yeah, his nuts are
Oh, okay.
way
Your grandpa's
down the
nuts.
ground, yeah. They're
Speaking of your grandpa, little story about your grandpa.
old. You have a story about my grandpa?
Yeah, so his grandpa, Jake's grandpa, like immigrated to the United States in like 1946.
Great grandpa. Great.
Your great grandpa immigrated to the United States in like 1946
Sounds about right.
after getting kicked out of Argentina.
Yeah.
And then he was from somewhere in like Europe, somewhere I don't know where. But after World War II, they basically kicked him out of Europe. We're not sure on the details, but he got sent to Argentina, and then he got kicked out of Argentina for being too much of an asshole there.
Well,
I mean, what was your grandpa doing like before 1946, before he ended up in Argentina?
Dolph? You talking about Grandpa Dolph?
Yeah, Grandpa Dolph. Dolph Lundgren.
We don't ask about that. I will tell you, he's got a lot of cool stuff in his house.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting memorabilia.
Yeah. So I have someone I know who actually, like, my grandpa did not do that.
Right.
My grandpa would be livid to hear you say that.
I
'Cause
know.
They were Germans, but they flipped long before.
Oh, sure.
They helped the good guys.
They flipped.
My great uncle he worked for Patton. General Patton. He was like his right hand man.
Ah, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. But it always kind of cracks me up that like the Germans who are already in America were like, hey, you guys can help us like break their codes and all this stuff. And then the Japanese people, they were like, all right, you're going in the camps. Like, because you can like
They're like all the Germans
They
they
were-
turned over.
yeah.
They're like, how about NASA? And like all the
Yeah.
Japanese people that turned over, they're like,
how about
about
we tie you up?
hard labor?
Yeah. But like it's not like the Germans were even hiding it. But
I think that
that's pretty funny.
it's pretty insane that we dropped a nuclear bomb. How wild is that?
That is wild to think about.
And it was like, if you like, I was doing a lot of like research as I do.
Ooh. Gotta be careful.
You know,
I know your sources.
I know when I look at like World War II research, it's mostly about like smokestacks or
606 million.
Whatever. Aerial photographs. That's the type of research I'm doing. But no, I was doing research about the atom bomb. And I was like, because I was just wondering, like, how necessary was it to use it? And turns out it wasn't necessary at all. They were just pissed that they spent all this money developing it, and they're like, well, we gotta use it.
Yeah, well, it's like with you earlier. You bought a pizza, and you're like, well, we can't have leftovers. You gotta eat it. We already spent the money.
You have to use it.
Except they're like $100 million on a bomb.
That's right.
This is a great transition, actually. I figured that the Nazis would probably come up in the episode, and so I wanted to show you something. So there's a rapper. His name is West Side Gun, out of the metropolis that is upstate New York.
Okay.
Yeah, and of Buffalo.
Let's see.
And this is his new album cover.
Oh,
from the album.
God.
The album's called Sincerely Adolf.
It's literally Hitler, but if Hitler was a SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the screen in post.
Oh, I will absolutely forget to do that.
Well, the people can Google it. So anyway, he's black, obviously. This is him. And he does this thing, and it's part of this whole series that he's done called Hitler Wears Hermès, where he had 7 albums, Hitler Wears Hermès 1 through 7.
Oh my
that
God.
all were along these lines.
Are his songs about Hitler, or just all his album covers are Hitler?
Literally, like, the albums have nothing to do with Hitler. They're not like... So he says that what his thing is that it's kind of like a Devil Wears Prada kind of thing, where it's like beauty and the worst thing ever like coming together kind of a thing, and so he does it for that reason. Like, look at this shit.
If he was a white guy, no way would he get away with this.
Look at that shit. It's Hitler with a third eye. It's very strange. But
wow.
Yeah. So anyway, and he's barely has any accusations of being anti-Semitic. Like way less than most rappers.
Barely any at all.
Yeah. I mean, some people are not gonna like these album covers. But I mean, look at this shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Pretty funny,
guy,
though.
all his album covers are just Hitler.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful album cover, though.
So, and I guess part of it was like, yeah, right, it's good art, right?
Yeah.
And that's like the point, right? And these are actually like, this here is like a famous portrait by like a pop artist kind of a person. So it's like he takes this art that it's supposed to be like a beauty and terror thing coming together.
Got it.
Which is interesting.
I actually thought of a pretty sick takedown of Hitler.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I know this Hitler guy gets a lot of bad press already.
Yeah.
But I've got an epic takedown. How about this one? Ready?
Hit it.
Adolf Hitler, more like Gaydolf Shitler. Thanks for...
That's good, dude.
Basically, I'm Antifa for that.
That's
I'm
tight.
Anti-fascist by saying Gaydolf Shitler.
It reminds me of, we went to a concert. Actually, you played a concert. I went to a concert just a couple weeks ago. And it was funny because it was a punk show. And one of the funny things that I find so funny at punk shows are when people have like those badass jackets with the patches and the fringes and stuff. I think those are rad.
I love those jackets, but sometimes they don't get the message.
Yeah, or they have stuff that like this guy had one that said "fuck the KKK," and I'm just like, that is like
so
obvious.
Right?
Like,
it's
what
like
kind of hot take? Like,
who's taking a stand with the KKK?
Yeah, it's like you really standing against. Like, I don't know.
How about just a jacket that just says "bad things are bad"?
Yeah, exactly. That's an obvious one, man.
Satan is not cool.
Not cool. But like a Satan is cool one would make more sense.
That would be
right?
funny.
'Cause that's a bit of a hot take.
Right. Yeah, if you're wearing a punk jacket, I feel like you should do.
Yeah.
What about just a punk jacket, but instead of like all the bands you like, it's like your favorite comedians are the patches? Bill Burr, Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle,
be
Patrice
amazing.
O'Neal. Like, that's
Yeah.
my punk jacket.
That would be hilarious.
I might actually do that.
You should consider it.
All my favorite.
That'd be so funny.
Chris Rock. They're like, oh, that sounds like a band. No,
No.
the comedian Chris Rock.
Yeah. That's really good.
Punk rock? Ha! No! Chris Rock!
Or I've seen people at punk shows that will wear like the worst things. Like a Britney Spears shirt because they
Love
like
it.
to get in fights.
Yeah, with that guy we saw at
Yeah,
Punk
that's
Rock
right.
Bowling.
Yeah.
He had the Britney Spears "Hit Me Baby One More Time" shirt, and we're like,
That's
nice
funny.
shirt. Why'd you wear that? He's like, I just like getting in fights. Like,
Yeah.
that dude is tough.
Yeah,
That's the toughest man
Yeah.
here. He's by
Yeah.
far the toughest man here.
Do you remember at that same show where some guy walk up to you, he's tweaking, he's like, look, I was like, dude, that is a sweet shirt, and you were like, thanks, man. We're waiting for the next show to come out. We're like just standing around. He's like, no, that's a really good shirt, and you're like, thanks, I bought it on the internet. And he's
it
like,
was my $5 no
how
effects
much?
shirt.
And he's like, what? He's like, how much to buy that shirt off your back right now? And you were like, and he's like, I want that off your back. And he kept saying off your back.
Yeah, he said off my back like
Yeah.
5 times.
And I remember you being like, dude, this guy.
it was kind of cold out too.
Yeah,
It was in the summer, but it was like nighttime.
right.
I wasn't
And-
gonna take my shirt off.
Well, I think you were uncomfortable because he was so specific about the back part, and like he clearly, it seemed like he wanted your shirt off more than he wanted to like actually own your shirt. It was weird. You're like, the merch stand's over there, dude. No Effects merch is right over there.
There was this one time that it was one of those Riot Fest punk rock bowling. It was when I saw the Descendants.
Ah,
And
yeah.
some guy comes up to me. He's like, hey, you want to smoke a bowl? I'm like, totally. And we go around the corner, and he just brings out a bowl of crack. So like, ready? I was like, I thought that where I come from, smoking a bowl is not a bowl of crack. And so I smoked the crack and
Right.
had a great time. There was the one time I went to Riot Fest with you, but
Yeah.
I could only afford tickets for one day.
Yeah.
One of the 3 days. So I
Yeah.
decided I was going to go to the day with No Effects, Dionward, and Weezer
Yeah.
because I love those acts.
Yeah, that was fun.
But then I had to stay at the hotel the other 2 days.
yes.
But I
y-
scored acid
yeah, at the one show.
at the one show. So I just was alone in a hotel room and just took acid and just sat in the room all
Just to have
day.
something to do.
And there was one moment where I like started freaking out. I was starting to trip really hard on the acid. So I took a walk down by the pool, and there was an outdoor pool, and so I just stuck my feet in the pool because I didn't even want to go underwater.
No, definitely not. You probably would have drowned.
It would have been the end of my life. And this really fat Mexican guy and his girlfriend like invited me. We started talking
Yeah.
for a while, and I was
and
like,
you're tripping, right? You're probably not sure if they're real or not. You're
Right.
like,
I was tripping, and I was basically trying to make sure they didn't know I was freaking out.
yeah.
I was like, whatever you do, they can't know. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I should have
what
just
are they
told
gonna-
them.
They don't care.
And then they invited me up for a threesome,
Oh my gosh.
which I'm 100% sure would have just been me having sex with a fat Mexican guy.
Yeah, for sure. He'd been plowing you.
That was a weird moment. I remember walking back to the room, and it was like the hallway of the hotel. It looked like it went on for 20 miles. It's like looking down like, oh, God, the room is so far away.
I didn't bring any water for the journey. But I remember you told me that story, and I was like, "There's no way that's true. Like this, you're high, like this crazy." And then the next morning, that dude, we saw him at breakfast, and he was like winking at you.
Yeah.
I'll blink with the other eye so that people can see. But he was winking. I was like, "Oh."
The
shit.
girlfriend was kind of hot, too.
Yeah, but you know,
There would have been zero sex between me and her.
Yeah.
It would have just been me
you
and...
maybe at max would have seen a boob or two.
It would have just been me and Gabriel Iglesias. It would just been me and him the whole time.
Well, you didn't say it was Gabriel. Maybe it makes sense for
Yeah.
the clout, dude.
Maybe if it's fluffy.
Fluffy, that's right. Tight.
You have notes.
Kinda.
This is a notes podcast.
This one says, I had to break up with my boyfriend recently.
You did?
Yeah, because he's a beautiful Mexican man, and I don't want to taint his genetic pool with my whiteness.
That's so woke of
Person
you.
of color. Have you seen that meme that is like, it's not even a meme, it's a screenshot of a TikTok of this girl who says literally that she had to break up with her Mexican boyfriend because he's a beautiful person of color, and she doesn't want to taint him with her whiteness. And I was like,
God.
so you're dumping him because he's Mexican?
Yeah,
And that's a woke move?
That's a very roundabout way
I
of
was like-
dumping someone for being a
I was
Mexican.
like, anyway, the screenshots of that have been making the rounds, and I thought it'd be funny to spoof it, do the exact same thing except gay, because you're like, I don't want to mess up his genetic pool.
It's like, how do
My
you think that
whiteness.
babies are going to work between you two?
Anyway,
I think
so
that
I don't know if that counts as a note, but I've written it down.
it's like people try to do that wokely. They're like, I don't want to have sex with a black guy because then I'll ruin his black lineage. He deserves to It's like, okay, that's anyone who cares about their genes or their ethnic makeup that much. I don't care what side you're coming at it from. It just is always weird.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Did you just say absolutely?
yeah, I agreed.
Thank you, I guess.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I agree. People that are obsessed with genetics are probably racist. And even those, like, my brother does this a lot where he brings up stats, but, like, they're weird.
I'm not racist, dude. I'm just telling you the numbers.
It's the numbers, dude. I'm just saying 13% of the population, it ain't 13% of the crime. Let me tell you. No,
that's
not
like
the stats.
everything my uncle says at Thanksgiving.
And it's so funny because, like, if you have just an iota of, like, critical thinking skills, it's like, well, maybe they're in a poor position.
Right.
Like,
That's like the first day of stats class they teach you about, like, correlation and causation.
Exactly. It's like, perhaps it's actually the fact that they all are in shit situations that, like, your ass would be robbing people too.
They do the same thing with, like, the IQ stuff.
So that's what my brother talks about with the IQ stuff. He's
Your
always like,
brother?
oh, well, not, he's always like, the Ashkenazi Jews have the highest IQ on average. He's like,
Only when it comes to
talks about it and stuff.
Only when it comes to language and reading comprehension. When it comes to mathematics, Asians are much higher.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, who gives a shit about math? I have a computer.
That's
You ever
a good
been
point.
to Wolfram Alpha? You just tell it the question and it does it for you. What do I need that for?
Also, IQ is pretend. IQ
Right, and
is the stupidest
that was my
test.
point. I was like, this is just nonsense, like, to begin with.
Have you ever done an IQ?
Literally never. No.
It's pretend.
Well, I'm a genius, so I don't need
True.
a test to tell me that.
I got a fucking 100.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, that's really low.
100%?
No, 100% I said.
Yeah.
I got everyone right is what I mean.
Yeah, dude.
Not 100 IQ.
Maybe I should do one, and then I could, like, lie about the results.
I wonder if you could bribe the proctor. Yeah, it turns out I'm 182.
It's crazy to care enough about IQ to do, like, a proctored one. I almost understand, like, doing a 15-minute logic test or something online.
Those are all pretend, though.
Also pretend.
No,
but,
they're
like,
even more pretend.
Oh, without a doubt. But paying money and going to sit down a test where someone's job is to, like, make sure you don't cheat is hilarious.
It is hilarious, and it's
to care that much.
It's a very narcissistic thing to do, but also that's the only way to get a real IQ. Should we do an IQ test for the pod? That'd be pretty funny.
That would be funny.
Go, like, bring a camera with us
In an actual
and then
podcast.
clown on each other for the questions we missed. That'd be fun.
Okay, no way. No.
Why?
Do it in
You
a
scared
computer
that
with
you're
you.
going to end up with an 88?
I'll
Dude,
end you, brother.
I'm functionally illiterate,
Oh, no.
but I aced the math.
That makes sense.
We're going to start calling you Wolfram.
That'd be a tight name, actually.
It is. Well, your great uncle Wolfram,
Yeah.
that moved to Argentina after the war.
Yeah, that's right. What if your great uncle
Yeah.
Wolfram moved to Argentina after the war, but he was an American? He just coincidentally moved
Yeah.
to Argentina.
Just to hang out with
And
them.
him and his neighbors were both there, except he was American, they were Germans, and they both were, like, looking at each other funny.
Yeah, and they had to, like,
Pig farmers.
that'd be a good sitcom, like sort of like an Odd Couple situation.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Like
like him
the
and his
Nazi-
best friend. They're, like, sitting next to each other like, you. Except the one guy's literally a Nazi.
Yeah, one guy's literally a Nazi, the other one's like a Jewish American from New York City that moved
Just
down there.
liked Argentina.
He just liked the area, yeah.
He moved down there to be a pedophile, and that guy fled World
like-
War II to be because he was a Nazi sympathizer.
You must mow your lawn. Your lawn is going all the way into my lawn. Relax, man.
Relax.
Wow, if you could just relax for a minute, it would be fine.
It
It's
doesn't-
just a lawn.
It's kind of funny is the Jews and the Nazis both very uptight, so it might not work.
Whoa,
actually.
whoa.
From a stereotype.
Whoa.
Whoa, I'm saying the
You
Jewish.
just said the Jews are uptight.
I mean,
Jesus
it's a TV
Christ.
show. Well, why were is okay to say that about the German Nazi guy?
Yeah, because it's okay to hate them.
Yeah.
We can be as racist as we want towards the Germans.
Okay.
Any of the Axis powers, really.
What about Italians?
They're the
For
easiest
sure.
ones. You can even use Italian slurs. Like the restaurant we ate today is called Guido's. Like, we ate lunch at Guido's.
True.
Could you imagine a fried chicken restaurant called
something
something bad?
No, I can't.
Exactly. So why is it okay to have a Italian restaurant called Guido's?
It's pretty funny. Okay, here's one for you. What if the Irish? Because, well, wait, hear me out. They were neutral in World War II. They weren't Axis power.
I don't think it's right, but as far as society goes, you could be as racist. Look, I'll say Mick right now. No,
Yeah.
there's not going to be one comment.
We got you, bitch. This is a sting.
This is sting. A bunch of redheads come out of the corner.
Just kick your ass, dude. Do we have a siren? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would like a siren run, like a woo woo, and I was like, "We got the bitch."
Yeah, that would.
Oh, you were looking for "We got the bitch."
Yeah, I was.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got the bitch.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks, dog.
Yeah, no, you know how those
Sirens be good though.
in like New York City in the 20s, how they had those signs that said "No blacks, no Irish, no dogs."
In that order.
Yeah, that's the order. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know you're like an extra racist when you include the Irish in your racism.
Yeah, it's true.
That's like next level.
Yeah, you're not just one of these casual racists.
Yeah, not like one of those casual people who's just like,
You hate the
I don't
Irish.
want any more Mexican immigration. No, they want like
Yeah, you're like
no Irish in the neighborhood.
bringing down the property values.
That's right.
Drunk all the time. O'Leary over here.
See, you can do all this. No one's going to be mad.
Oh, I'm a ginger. I'm Irish.
Everyone knows you're from Spain.
I've got a little Irish in me.
I feel like you just say you are whatever to suit the conversation.
I'm an ethnic amphibian.
That's
I'm,
right.
Not amphibian. I'm like
Chameleon.
chameleon. Yeah. I'm
you're-
an ethnic chameleon.
I feel like all white people are.
Yeah, it's true.
We're like, I'm German, I'm Anglo, I'm Slavic.
Oh, dude, my kids are gonna be such freaking mutts. I mean, because what's funny too is that like, so my mom, 50% Spanish Basque, 50% Swiss German, just like straight up, right? Like, and her dad is 100% the German, her mom's 100% Basque, and like by
We
the time
know
they get
about
to
the
my
German
kids,
side.
yeah, we do, don't we? By the time we get to my kids, they're literally gonna be like, oh yeah, German, Spanish, Basque. They're freaking like got a little Italian in there. My wife has a little Japanese heritage. It's just like it's just mush at that point.
Yeah, so they're going to have no real central identity.
No, they just pick one. You just pick whatever
Yeah.
you want and just run with it. What are they
Yeah,
gonna do? Tell
it's
you
not the
you're
same.
not whatever?
It's not the same. They're nothing.
They're nothing. You know what they are? They're damn Americans.
That's
Scooter.
right. That's right.
Americans.
It is kind of funny how, like, when you ask white people, like, oh, what's your heritage?
Yeah.
They literally will say nothing. They'll be like, oh, nothing, just a bunch of... just a bunch of...
You pick the bad guys from any conflict. That's
That's
been my
me.
family for generations.
Yeah, I mean, I descend from the British. I've done unspeakable things.
Yikes.
Well,
I have ancestors who were the bad guys in the Last of the Mohicans movie. Direct ancestors, one of the villains, and he's like a henchman in that movie.
we were antagonists.
He's named
yeah.
though, like they name drop him.
They name drop it.
Yeah, so
he's
not,
that
he's
bad.
not the main guy, but yeah, he's that bad.
Shit.
My brother always like he's like an apologist, right? He's like, well, if your pregnant wife was kidnapped and scalped, maybe you would have wanted to go kill some natives. I was like,
whoa.
holy shit, dude.
Jesus.
Like, I get that if you want a good villain character, you got to make their rage a little more like. You can't just have them blind rage. There's got to be some like motivation there.
Sure.
But don't be an apologist.
Of course not.
Although, if my wife was scalped, I probably wouldn't be very happy.
True. I did watch a YouTube video that was called In Defense of Columbus. It was just a guy doing that the whole time.
Nice.
Basically,
I don't agree, but
I think Columbus was neither good nor bad, but come on.
there's always a but. Like, he did some terrible things.
But
But if you look at the statistics, you look at the numbers.
that's right.
Numbers can't be racist.
There's a crazy statistic that by 1600, 90% of the native population had died from smallpox.
Yikes.
I know. Holy shit. That's like coronavirus times 100.
Yeah, well, they were anti-vaxxers. Maybe
Oh.
if the natives were okay getting vaxxed,
Yeah, maybe if they
wouldn't
wore
have
their
been.
masks, maybe if the natives would have worn their masks, they wouldn't have had to deal with the smallpox. Maybe if they weren't watching QAnon videos on their iPad, they wouldn't have had the smallpox. Oh, God, that
Oh,
might
that's
be
a
the
good
worst
bit.
thing we've ever said
Oh,
on the
that's-
podcast.
That's really funny. Oh, hey,
Jesus.
you know what time it is. Oh, yeah, baby. We gonna get paid.
That's right. RC Cola. RC Cola. This episode is brought to you by Royal Crown Cola, established in 1905, and they have sponsored this episode. So if you would like a free RC Cola, all you have to do is go to rccola.com, type in code Riff Kids, and you can get a free soda. Only caveat is you have to have never tried soda before. They want to pop your cherry.
Oh. Yeah, it's delicious.
It looks delicious.
Yeah, it's...
Although you're gasping.
That's coincidence.
Your eyes are
Unrelated.
watering.
Nah, they were like that before.
Your stomach, I can see it gurgling.
Help.
Man. It is crazy how we buy a new 2-liter of RC Cola every week.
No, they know.
They know.
It's one. When we get to the bottom of the 2-liter, the podcast ends.
That's actually great. It's like those...
Dude, when I start getting
it's like
annoyed
those
with
sand
you,
timers where you flip it over and...
sand timer?
I don't know what they're
An
called.
hourglass.
Yeah, who cares?
I like sand timer.
Yeah,
That's funny.
sounds like a
They're not
racist
all
term
an hour.
for like,
Some of them are small.
sounds like an old racist term for like an old Arabic man.
A sand timer? Is it an
Oh,
old timer?
Oh God, I'm gonna have to
He's a
censor that
desert
out of the
guy.
podcast.
I don't think sand timer's bad.
I think
It ain't great though.
I think me
you
explaining it
should have
is what's
instead of
bad.
saying Arab, you should have said a desert. A person who lives
Whoa,
in a desert.
whoa,
no.
whoa!
Not necessarily from a particular region of the world. Just anyone that lives in any desert.
Of
you can call him
course.
a sand timer. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's-
Kenobi. He's a sand timer.
well, there's people in Star Wars called Sand People.
Yeah, we know what that was about.
Yeah.
It's about oil.
I love racism in Star Wars. Star Wars racism is so funny. Like the two guys in the prequels who they literally just sound like a racist impersonation of a Chinese guy. Like, oh, hello, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. My favorite is the racism by omission. There's just no Mexicans, no Hispanic people. They don't make it to space.
No, they don't make it to space.
They don't make it.
There's also Yoda's clear. You know what? It's all anti-Asian racism in the movie.
That makes sense.
I mean, like the Force and like Jedis. That's clearly like samurais and like Taoism.
Yeah.
It's like George Lucas is just like, how racist can I be?
If they don't look like Asians,
We just call them Jedi.
That's funny. Yeah, I guess it was kind of Zen Buddhism.
How about the one guy in episode 1? Anakin's like, he's a slave for like this guy who like is the shop owner.
Yeah, with the nose.
He's a banger. He's like, ugh. He's like,
Ugh, Annie.
Annie.
You got to get back to work.
I just need money.
Yeah,
I love the money.
I wonder what that could be about.
I control the media. I love Hollywood movies.
Annie, it's the 7th day of our Christmas-esque celebration. Get in here.
It's day 7 of our Christmas-esque celebration. Annie.
Dude, that is racist as hell.
It is, especially when
never
we
realized
make
that.
up even more racist.
I was
dialogue?
quoting, I think. I remember when they talked about Hanukkah. I think.
Yeah. Annie, where's my menorah? Holy shit. It's fine. It's not racist. It's in space. We make him an alien.
George Lucas, you got him. Oh my gosh.
Yo, homies, I'm an alien, and I love basketball.
Why is he holding his lightsaber sideways?
Samuel L. Jackson holds his lightsaber sideways.
Sup?
Sup, motherfucker?
You know, people like me, they either a Jedi or a basketball player. We're just trying to get off the streets, man. We need opportunities.
That's why they become Jedi.
It's either that or the NBA.
Yeah, of course. You can
Yeah,
either go
it's just
NBA
entertainment.
or Jedi, or you could just be a victim of systemic racism.
Ridiculous.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up indeed. Jesus Christ.
Man, those were racist movies. I never
They
knew.
were, yeah. I mean, go watch, if you don't believe me, go watch Star Wars Episode 1. It's within the first 10 minutes are there's 2 aliens, and they're like, oh, hello, Obi-Wan Kenobi. They literally say hero, I think.
Do you like Star Wars?
Nah, it's okay.
Hmm.
I like original trilogy is fun.
Yeah. I like those for sure.
I liked Mandalorian. It was okay.
Mandalorian was good.
I don't have like this deep love for it though, like some people do.
Yeah.
I like the movies, all right.
I think I'm excited about the Obi-Wan Kenobi stuff that they're making.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
I love Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah,
Train
yeah.
Spotting is
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
That movie actually made me want to do heroin.
Yeah.
The part
Especially
where
the
she lets
toilet scene.
Yeah, yeah.
The toilet scene makes me want to do heroin
Yeah, for
off
sure.
a toilet.
Yeah. Or the part, oh man, that was vile.
Yeah, that was horrible.
The part where she lets her baby die because she's high, I was like, looks like fun. Yeah, those are good movies.
Well, that is it for our episode.
Oh, we're going to end with the baby dying?
Yeah,
thing?
we're going to end with the baby dying.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, thank you so much for watching. This has been another episode of the Riff Kids podcast.
What?
In the butt.